Chris.
Hello, Stephen. Hello, Maria. And hello, beautiful people for the TED Talk.
Hello, Maria.
Hi, hello from Canada, and I love the Tech Talks with you, Stephen. I learned so much, and I know many listeners will love to hear what you have to say. Nice to have you. Nice to be back.
Well, yeah, I mean, we sort of talked about it last week and decided that if we make this a technical show where people can come and ask questions and we'll do our best to answer them
Yes.
from our combined expertise. So it's anything, really. Any question goes. Now, Maria's just explained something to me because I was confused earlier, which happens occasionally, that the clock change has taken place in the USA and Canada. And there is only now a 4-hour time difference between the UK and the USA, which explains a lot of things.
Okay.
Because I try to go live at 9 a.m. Eastern because there's a good audience at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Sure.
But this week I've been going live at 10 a.m. Eastern, which makes a heck of a difference, I have to tell you. So I've got to decide tomorrow whether I actually broadcast at 1 o'clock my time or 2 o'clock my time or 3 o'clock my time. I'm confused. It's probably going to be 1 o'clock my time would be, but that's lunchtime. I mean, this gets so complicated.
I know. Because we're international now, Stephen. We're international.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just keeping up. It's only 2 weeks of the year when things are out of kilter. I mean, normally you can say there's a 5-hour time difference, and that's easy, simple and straightforward, quick bit of maths, and that works. But when you go to 4 hours, it just throws you.
It does. It does. Well, sure it does. And even our time, when we go to sleep or when we wake up or how many hours we sleep, for sure. Like we were talking about that one time, that language, how we understand language changes, even among Canadians. And so the same thing with time changes. It affects us. It
does. It surely does. Anyway, the good news of the day is that I'm just going over to my newspaper, which says that we had a lady called Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe, who was being held in prison in Iran, I think. And the reason that she was being held in prison, she was falsely imprisoned in 2015. She was arrested. Our Foreign Secretary at the time said she was teaching journalists, and that was not right. And the Iranians took exception to it and said, right, she's got another 5 years in jail. She was arrested for spying, but she wasn't spying at all. The weird reason that they kept her in jail is that when the Shah of Iran ordered some British tanks, he ordered $400 million worth of tanks. And being a trusting kind of person, he paid the British government 400 million. The unfortunate thing is that the Brits, that's us, never delivered the tanks. So, in other words, we took the money, but we didn't send the goods. And she was basically kept in jail until the government paid the money. And the government paid the money today, and she's now on a jet on her way back to England. And to her family, to her husband and daughter. So today is a good day for her and the family.
Wow.
And Claire said hello. So
thank you, Corinda.
Hello, Corinda.
Hi, Corinda.
Hello, Corinda.
The camera is clear. Yeah, because I've got lots of light coming in. That makes a difference. So in other words, the British government actually gave him a refund. Is that what they did?
They said, we've not delivered your tanks. We'll pay you the 400 million.
Okay. Finally.
So she was just caught in the middle of it. And husband has campaigned. He went on hunger strike. He's done everything that he can to actually publicize the situation and make us aware of what was going on. But it wasn't until the government said, right, we're going to do what we should have done in the first place 6 years ago and pay the money.
People are just used as ploys. People are just ploys for the government. We're just ploys.
Totally true. Over to Corinda.
Hi, Corinda.
Wow, Maria, your camera is clear. Is this Maria? Have you changed camera?
No, same one. Maybe it likes me today.
Have you,
Yes,
You know, speak about
have you
TED
changed?
Talk, right?
and the good light, and yeah,
Yes, it's the light. It's and maybe the red color maybe adds a little
Could
bit
be.
more.
also yes.
Red and white, probably. It's a
Mhm.
Logitech. It's a Logitech Brio, and I think we all have that. Do you have that also?
We do. I do.
I have a Logitech, but not a Brio.
Okay. Okay.
The C922 or something.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Logitech.
No. No.
I think the
No.
majority of people alive broadcasting have got a Logitech camera.
I
Mhm.
think so. And Stephen, because this is tech talk, I understand that now Logitech has lights or something they're selling. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I don't know anything about that.
Right. Okay. Let me bring on my showroom.
Sure.
I've got a
Mhm.
showroom. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
I like
good.
that. I like that.
It's probably
Yeah.
pretty dark at the moment. Just a minute. I've got
Okay,
to find it first. It's
that's
hiding.
fine. Take your time.
Okay. Yeah. I've got. Now I have it somewhere. It's moved. Just a minute.
Oh, things move. Things move.
Right. Okay. All right. For a moment, you're going to see two of me. But
Okay.
if I go over
Hotspot.
here, yeah,
Okay. Oh,
that's
nice.
that's my demonstration area. And if
Okay.
I put it,
Yeah.
just a minute, I'll get there in a second. If I
Mhm.
put it at the top of the screen, okay. So that's my demonstration area. Okay,
Very
Mhm.
nice.
and
Nice.
this is the lighting.
Oh,
Okay, and
yes.
this
Yes.
is it. It's quite well. If I put it, that's how big it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And basically, when you get it, it's
Mhm.
got cellophane wrap there, cellophane wrap there,
Mhm.
and then you pull out the shelf, and that shelf goes over the top of your monitor. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if I turn it
Mhm.
sideways,
Ah, yeah.
you can see the
Okay.
shelf,
Yeah.
and it goes over the top of
Mhm.
your monitor. That's it. That's it. I've got to go. I mean,
That's easy.
just a minute. Just a minute. I'm going to show you
Okay.
basically how effective this is.
Okay.
The only light I have on at the moment in the office is one of these. If I switch it
That's
off,
good.
then I go dark.
Oh,
If I
wow.
switch it on, now you can see me. I've just got the one light. I don't have the
Wow.
room lights on, just this one light. It
Wow.
goes over the top of your monitor. You
Yeah.
can lift it up. Okay.
Oh, oh,
You can
wow.
bring it
Mm.
back down again.
When you stand.
You
Mhm.
can bend it forward. You can bend
Mm.
it back. You can turn it that way. Okay. You can
Yeah.
turn it that way. Come back to me.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can turn it both ways. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that
Mm.
way and that way, or straight.
That's interesting.
In
Mhm.
fact, it goes through 180 degrees.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
bend it. Just a minute. Right. Bend it forward.
Yeah.
Bend it as an angle. Okay. And the other thing is that you can actually take this stand off, and you can put the light on a tripod stand.
Okay. Okay.
So you can
Yeah.
have the light anywhere on your desk. It doesn't have to be on your monitor.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
if I go back here and I share my screen, just a minute.
Mhm.
I'm just going to go here, share, and go over here in a second. And I've got a screen share, which I'm going to bring. I've got a screen share, which I'm going to bring in. I need to be able to see where it is. That's the problem.
Mhm.
Okay. It's over here somewhere. I know it is. Okay. This is the software.
Wow.
Okay.
You buy the light, you go to logitech.com and you download the software. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that software then controls the camera.
Oh
If I
my.
go
Oh my.
here, right? So that's the software. And if I move myself to the top, yeah. So I'm at the top and you can see, right? So as I change it on the software, my display will
Mhm.
change. So
Mhm.
first thing I can do is to turn it off. Okay, and I just go dark. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I turn it on, and you can see it being turned on the software.
Okay.
Then there are 7 presets.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is preset number 1, which is fairly bright. Okay, you can see that I've gone bright.
Yes, yes, you have.
Then, yeah, setting number 2.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Setting number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and 4.
Okay.
And down here, brighter.
Wow. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, and
You look
then
better. Oh,
that's
wow.
not right. That one doesn't work,
Wow.
does it? Okay,
That's
that's
a
when I created to
Oh, yeah.
demonstrate you can go wrong.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
But basically, it's right. It's nifty. I mean, we know Logitech. We know Logitech cameras. Between
We
us,
do.
we've got a 920, 922, and Brios.
Yeah.
This is the first time that Logitech have made a light, and it's called the Litra. And you download this software, and it's just so easy to use. And it's got seven different presets. You can alter. If I put myself full screen for a moment, you take it the software. You've seen the software, so if I use the software, I can go bright, yeah, really bright. I can turn the brightness down until it goes dark. Yeah, so there's no light at all there. So I put it back around there. Then I can change the temperature. And as I change the temperature, the picture gets warmer and warmer. Yeah,
Of course.
okay. Until I get to there, which is too far. And then I can come back again.
That's a sunburn.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is, whenever I've messed about with things, I always change back to a preset,
Okay.
because that's the safest place to be.
Sure.
But it's the best lighting I've found. I mean, I used to have 2 soft boxes, one either side of me, shining onto the
That's
wall,
big.
and I used to sit in the reflected light.
Mm-hmm.
The soft boxes have gone to the recycling centre.
Oh,
My
good.
office is bigger than it was because they were big things.
Of
And
course.
this small light has more than replaced them.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
That's amazing.
on the Amazon.com, it's $59.
Okay. Okay.
In the UK, it's £59.
And what's the name of it again? Can you spell it slowly? I couldn't make out what it was.
Yeah, just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
No, write it too.
Yes, I am.
Okay. It is Logitech.
Okay.
Okay. And go back here.
Okay.
Just a minute. Let's go back here, and that'll give you the name. Okay. It's the Logitech Litra Glow.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Super.
you can either control it manually, or you can control it with the software.
Okay.
You only need one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 because I thought, well, you need one outside of your monitor.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't.
But you don't. You don't need that at all. You just need one of them. And as I say, the only lighting I'm using at the moment, I'm going to stop screen share. The only lighting I'm using at the moment is that. Yeah.
Now that's plugged in, I guess, right? It doesn't work on batteries. It's plugged in. Is that correct?
Yeah. Basically, what you have is a USB cable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Yeah.
One end has got to plug into your computer.
Oh, okay.
And the other end plugs into the back of the unit, and that's all you need to do. And then there are 3 switches on the back which allow you to turn it on, to adjust the brightness, and to adjust the temperature.
Okay.
Yeah, so you don't need the software. You can actually set it up as you want it, just using the switches.
Sure.
But once you've got it in place, then that's it. It just does its job. I mean, it's sat on top of my monitor. And whilst I can have fun changing it about, I've got my settings that I prefer, and that's what I'm using on the Amazon broadcast.
Excellent.
So yeah, and I actually saw the light itself when just a minute. I saw it here. This is where I first saw it. Yeah, Marco was doing a live broadcast, and he was broadcasting with Daniel Sigmund, who works for Logitech, and Daniel demonstrated this light, and I thought, that's what I need for my studio. I don't need anything else. And after this, I went to the Amazon.com page, read about it just to make sure, watched a couple of videos on YouTube to make even surer, and then bought it from Amazon UK. They delivered it 24 hours later, and I've been using it since. Yeah, so that's it. And I think for the price, I was looking at lights in general before this, I was looking for lights because I got rid of the old ones. I just needed some new ones because I was just using the room lights, which is okay. It doesn't do the job properly. So I looked at other lights, and they were $200. Yeah. Now I don't mind spending $60 on lights, but $200 is a bit much. So this $60 it's basically, it should be selling for more than that, is what I'm going to say. If you compare it to the competition, then this is very good light.
Yes, I have such things.
Just a minute. Give me a moment. There we go, Chris.
This is my light, huh? Also a LED light, but it's with a battery. And I have two on each side of the screen. Have I such a light?
Okay. Which make is that?
I don't know. It's something from China or Yongnuo.
Right. Okay.
Yongnuo.
I mean, the thing is about this is it's about finding something which you like and which works, and we all have different ways of doing things, and there's no, I mean, it's working well. I mean, your studio is well lit. Yeah, so they do work very well. Yeah, I think unless Maria has turned her camera off, just checking.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maria's still here, but I don't have a camera. Hopefully, I'm going to. Do you think she switched her camera off?
I don't know.
I just had problems. Was her picture too good before?
I think it are problems because we don't hear her also.
No. Okay, so I'm going to X that. And Maria, if you're watching, can you please come back in? Okay. Yeah, I think the thing is, you put your own studio together, don't you? You choose your own microphone, you choose your own lights, yeah, and camera. And I mean, that's the joy. We all end up with different results, which is why I find it fascinating watching other people's shows. And I think, which lighting have they got? Which microphone they're using? Which camera they're using? Yeah, especially with microphones. Actually, hearing somebody else's microphone, you can compare it to your own and decide whether you're actually going to change. Yeah. I mean, the decision I made on Amazon Live is I had two choices. I could either let people send me things to review and I just review them and show them on camera, and I know nothing about them, and I might as well be a clothes horse, just modeling things. And just a note from Dom. Dom, hello. And Dom is saying, I'll be on the show next week. My throat was sore today.
That's good.
Okay, Dom, sending our best wishes, and thank you for the message in Messenger. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can all have our own different setups. And I decided not to people send you things to review. Okay. I know one of the broadcasters sent a treadmill, which is $300 worth of kit, and he just had to review it. Did he ever use it? I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. If people send you things to review, then you should at least have used them. Yeah, which is why basically what I'm doing is I'm improving my equipment month by month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm actually using it. I think, to me, that's more honest than if somebody sent me. I mean, I was sent this, and I've spoken about this, and I do like it.
Ah, yes. But you use it.
I do use it, but I don't use it every day. And to a certain extent, I think I feel that I've got to talk about it because they sent it to me, and that's not right. Yeah,
yes, that's true.
You should talk about things because you want to promote them. So for the moment, I that's over on the shelf at the moment. I may talk about it from time to time, but I'm mainly talking about things that I bought. Yeah. So from that, now you say things are changing in your daily life, in the work.
Yes, my work has doubled.
Wow.
But the money not. It's always extra because they don't find someone to do that. So that's all for me now. And that's very, very much work.
Right, so that's back into teaching.
No.
No. Okay.
My colleague was also an assistant to the manager. And we had all two such a function, but now she is gone, and now I must do it all. So that's a great challenge to do that, and that's a little bit difficult because I don't know, of course, her work so good as my work. So I have sometimes to do some research to find out how I must do it.
Blimey. So he's learning a new skill.
Yeah, that's learning new skills also. And that's not so easy because I had enough work for myself. Dus it's too much, in fact. But yeah, that are the consequences of COVID and of the modernizations of education, of all the things that have gone wrong. And also the people at school, the students, are not so motivated anymore. So they have bad results, and that's all always extra problems. Huh?
Yeah. Are the children catching up? Because I mean, they had 2 years away from school, didn't they? Is there a program to help them?
There are things. Yes, there are teachers who must help them, but they don't come to do those things. And when there are some online meetings, they set their camera off and they don't do the tasks. Right, so it's very difficult now.
We've got a problem in the UK that there are 100,000 children who've not gone back to school. Yeah. And you think they just haven't gone back to school. And that 100,000, that's an incredible number of students.
That's incredible, yes.
Yeah. I think that during the 2 years, they actually got used to not being at school.
Yeah.
And there are obviously always going to be a small percentage who don't want to be in school. And that's why you have special attention paid to them so that they do get some education. But to have 100,000 children who aren't going to school, it's just from a caring point of view, they're wasting time. Because we need to have skills, and we learn those skills at school. And if we don't go to school, then we don't learn those skills, do we?
That's true, and they do also some new things that they didn't do before. They work at night, and so they earn some money to do good things, but also to do bad things, like buying drugs and so. And what we have, that is that they are tired, of course, in the morning. And so they come at school not at 8 o'clock, but at 10 o'clock. And then the most difficult lessons are passed.
Yeah. I mean, yes. That's a long day, isn't it?
Yes, that's a long day. And I I understand that it's interesting for them that they can earn some money. Drivers, package drivers, working in the horeca now. But it's not so good for the school, eh?
No. It's going to take a while for things to. Well, do you think we'll ever get back to the way we were?
I don't think so. No.
Right?
I don't think so, and I don't hope so also, because I am glad that there are now online meetings for us. The meetings in person at other places in Brussels and so, I lost a half day to go to a meeting in Brussels, and now here, when it's a meeting from 2 hours, it's 2 hours and a quarter or 2 hours and 20 minutes. You must make all the things ready, but then on the hour the meeting starts, and after it the meeting is gone. So you don't need a train to go at home anymore.
That's true. Yeah, it's saving time, isn't it? It's a lot more convenient just to have a meeting. And the thing is, people have got used to meetings, haven't they? Yeah. Apart from the ones who switch their cameras off, everybody who's in a meeting knows how to behave in a meeting, how to contribute, how to work together. I think that's a new skill that many people have got over the last 2 years.
That's true.
Right. Well, I think we said over this new format, and we'll just talk for about half an hour. So, would you like to close today's show? And we're back again for half an hour next week as well.
Well, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. It's right on cue. Just a minute. I'm just waiting. Maria's camera. Right, okay.
It's coming back. That's good.
And you're back. Where'd you go?
I'm sorry, my everything froze. My whole computer froze. Did that happen to you too?
Not
everything
today.
was fine.
It happened to Angelica yesterday.
Okay.
It happens occasionally.
Okay.
It's just,
my computer just froze, and I thought it was the problem was on your side, but when it didn't come back, I thought, okay, then it's my computer. So I had to shut it down and start it up again. But nice to see you again.
Right, we just to round up there, we've just been talking about the difference in students and schools, and the fact that now students are well. Chris, do you want to explain?
Yes, it's difficult now in schools. Most of our students, it's a vocational school, are not so motivated anymore. They come at school at 10 o'clock. While they must be here at 8 o'clock because they work during the night and they earn money and they are then tired in the morning.
Okay.
But that's not good for their future, of course.
No.
Yeah, I mean, we're saying that the children have lost out on 2 years schooling. I mean, they've done online, but it's not the same as being there in person, is it?
No. No, it's not. But it's a new way of learning. Like I'm taking a class now that I'm going to be taking for a year, and it's every Tuesday and Thursday, and then Wednesday we have an extra class that I take also. But I'm enthusiastic. I do the homework on my own time, and then but because I'm enthusiastic, and maybe this is going to be the difference between the people who are going to go ahead and the people who don't. I mean, it's really self-driven, right? And myself, I don't know about you, but when I was a little child, I was doing 3 hours of homework every night. So I was self-driven. So no one had to tell me, go upstairs and study. I did it because I wanted to do it. So I think we're going to see the wheat from the chaff, it's called, right? Or chaff, or how it's
That's true.
Chaff's good. Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're seeing happening here. What do you think, Stephen?
Well, I was amazed by a figure released in the UK that the schools have been back now for 6 months, but 100,000 children are not going to school. They have not returned to school since the break, and that's wasting their lives. No education. You need the skills. You get the skills at school. If you don't go to school, you don't get the skills. and obviously it's going to be a long, hard task for somebody to contact the 100,000 and bring them back into school.
Of course, yeah.
It's basically somebody's gone AWOL, absent without leave, and they've got to be contacted and brought back. Yeah.
Well, what about homeschooling? Maybe more people are being homeschooled. Maybe that's what they're doing.
The part of it may be that, but I tend to think that a lot of them have decided that if they don't have to go to school, they're not going to.
Yeah.
And they'll be doing other things instead. I'm not saying they're not learning. I'm not saying they do anything they shouldn't be doing. But they should be until the age of 16. They should be in school.
Yes, or maybe even 18. I would say 18 because until then you're really a child, right? And you really can't be making your own decisions. But maybe these are the people that will go into the technical fields because, I mean, we've had trouble with getting more technicians because they all want to go to university. So maybe there's a shift that these people in the future will go back to school and learn technical skills because it's going to be too late for university. It's too expensive.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. We said we'd shorten the show to half an hour.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been fun. It's been fun. The three of us chatting together. Chris, would you like to close the broadcast?
Yes.
And we'll take it in turn.
So, thank you, Maria, Stephen, and everyone who has listened and seen the broadcast. It was an excellent thing to do. And I hope to see you next week also.
For sure. I certainly do. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.